Hello there, city folks. My last name may be Petty, but I ain't petty at all. My full name is Richard Lee Petty, and I was born July 2nd, 1937, Level Cross, North Carolina. You might know me because I was a famous NASCAR driver. As a child, I did not see my dad because he was a famous NASCAR driver too. Later in my life, I raced and had the most wins ever, 208. You probably didn't know that my nickname is the King. Also, I won 2 Winston Cups, 7 Daytona 500s, and have a museum in NC. Today I live in Charlotte and love to watch my son Kyle race. Drive NASCAR.
Hi, it's the Mustang guy, Carroll Shelby, that's my name. You might know me because I made it Shelby Mustang. I spent most of my life as a child in bed because I had a severe heart condition. I was pulled over for going 80 miles per hour the day after getting my license. The first race I ever did was at a drag strip in a 1932 Ford. Later in my life, I raced at Aston Martin at the 24 Hours of Le Mans and won. I was named Driver of the Year through 1956 and 1957. At one race, I had to tape my cast to my steering wheel. I am most proud of 2 things, my AC Cobra and my grandson.
How many of you in the audience have seen a famous American painting called Christina's World at MoMA, the Museum of Modern Art in New York City? Did you notice my signature in oil, Andrew Wyeth? What emotions does my painting evoke in you when you look at Christina? I was pleased that my paintings touch other people's feelings. From my father, N.C. Wyeth, I learned how to paint I learned how to express with explosive creativity. My father was strict with me, but I learned how to persevere and express my life through paint. Go to Chatsford in Pennsylvania. The rest of my story is told through paintings you will find.
I know there's at least one physicist in the audience. There's at least one person that's familiar with my most famous theory, a theory known as Joule physics. But I called it quantum electrodynamics. That's just a fancy name for explaining the interactions between light and matter. I must have done a great job because I won the Nobel Prize and Albert Einstein Award. You might also be interested to know I helped explain why the Challenger space shuttle exploded. That's partly because I'm most well known as a great explainer. My colleagues say, go to Richard Feynman. He has a passion for teaching others, and he'll explain it clearly, and I always did. One of my favorite stories is about 2 people with 1% less protons in their body than an average person. The force in between them at arm's length being more than enough to lift the earth. Well, it looks like that story takes a bit more time than we have.
I had always dreamed of going to Africa and save my money by working on a food ranch in my teen years. I finally journeyed to Africa in 1963, where I met Dr. Louis Leakey, an anthropologist who gave me a job to study gorillas in the Virunga Mountains. I established the Carroll Shelby Research Center in 1967, where I studied gorillas for 18 years in Africa. When you're gorilla-loving Diane Fossey, you're out in the jungle a lot. I once even held hands with a gorilla named Peanuts, but one of my favorite memories is when I took care of 2 baby orphan gorillas who were sick. We even made it on the cover of the National Geographic magazine. I really miss my friends in Africa. The world needs gorillas. We owe it to them to make this world safe for them too.
My life is filled with ups and downs. I grew up in California and was fascinated with trains as a child. I played college football and came to love politics. I ended up being vice president Richard M. Nixon, Dwight D. Eisenhower in the 1950s. I lost a very close election to John F. Kennedy in 1960. A few thousand more votes and I would have been elected. When I finally did get elected in 1968, I accomplished some pretty important achievements like making our air cleaner and establishing peaceful relations with the country of China. It's unfortunate to me that I was part of the infamous Watergate scandal, which involved illegal attempts and to gain information about others. It's a thrill to me, however, I had Neil Armstrong talk to me from the moon in 1969.
Hello, I am a very busy man and I barely made it today. My name is Ian Pei. You might know me because I designed the glass pyramid for the Louvre Museum in Paris, France. And I also designed the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Ohio and many other famous buildings. As a young man, I went through Harvard, but after 2 weeks, I changed to MIT. Later in my life, I won the AIA Gold Medal and the Pritzker Prize, which is also called the Nobel Prize of Architecture. Did you know that I tried to meet Frank Lloyd Wright, but I gave up after waiting 2 hours? Today I'm retired, but maybe the next project is just around the corner.
I went to MIT in Boston to learn to be a physicist. I will always work hard and be strong for my size. In fact, I played linebacker in high school and had a 5th degree black belt. That might show you how disciplined and determined I was to succeed. I was also an accomplished saxophone player. I was so proud when NASA said, "Ron McNair, congratulations, you are going to fly as an astronaut on the Challenger space station." I was selected from 10,000 other people. Sadly, I never got to play my original creation on my saxophone. I called it Ron's Piece.
My father would take me fishing and swimming when I was growing up. I loved the idea of going underwater. In high school, I could explain to my science teacher how a submarine worked. My love of the sea led me to being the lead explorer of the deep Black Sea. The best part of that expedition was finding artifacts dating back 7,000 years. And then, of course, my name Robert Ballard has become attached to the most famous shipwreck of all time, the mighty Titanic. I knew I could find that ship. And now I'm working with kids, just like these school students on the Jason Pilots, which helps students talk to real scientists, like me. Less than a quarter century ago, President George Bush awarded me the National Medal of Technology. I was the very first woman to ever receive this award. On the medal was inscribed my real name, Grace Hopper, but it also could have read Amazing Grace, which I became known as in my lifetime. Amazing for a lot of reasons. As a child, I never liked dolls or tea parties. I preferred to build small elevators and planes with motors. I played the ukulele and would retell Native American stories using hand puppets. I had a lot
lot of interest, but eventually I found myself a pioneer in the world of computers. Over 50 years ago, I was designing and decoding the language to computers. Quite rare back then for anyone, very rare for a woman.
Jessica, it's welcome in Japanese. Athlete, artist, author, wife, mother, and philanthropist are 6 words that describe me. My name is Christiane Gucci. You probably know me most as an Olympic gold medal ice skater. I was born in California on July 12, 1971. But both of my parents are from Japan. I was born with club feet and progressive such as ballet and ice skating starting at a young age. Growing up, one of my idols was Dorothy Hamill. I watched her in the Olympics the year she won her gold medal. After I saw that, I was determined to go to the Olympics myself. And in 1992, that dream came true, and I won the Olympic gold medal in ice skating, as well as defending my World Championship title. In 2000, I married Brett Hedican. He was a professional hockey player for the Carolina Hurricanes. We have 2 daughters, Kara and Emma, and we are happily living in Raleigh, North Carolina. Even though I'm proud of myself and my ice skating career, I am more proud of my family and the work I have done for children through my Always Dream Foundation. I want to leave you with my personal motto, always dream.
The Nobel Peace Prize for Literature awarded to Toni Morrison, my greatest dream come true. Would you believe that my greatest dream, my greatest nightmare, and my greatest sorrow all happened in just 3 months? My greatest dream is obviously to win the Nobel Peace Prize for Literature. My greatest nightmare is and was that my house caught on fire. My mother's death is my greatest sorrow. I'm most proud of the Presidential Medal of Freedom awarded to me on May 29, 2012. I have written many controversial books. My first book, The Bluest Eye, is about a slave woman that believes that if her eye were blue, she would be treated better. My books stir up a lot of different emotions and opinions. My writing is what Mr. Story would call #1 blue ribbon best in town.
Hey, me and here. I was born on March 17, 1972 in Selma, Alabama. I was born with a clubbed foot and had to wear corrective shoe as a toddler. My mom wanted me to take dance lessons, but I didn't last a second, so I took soccer lessons instead. Then, later on, I went to Chapel Hill Catholic School. Then I played soccer in college for UNC. At age 19, I was the youngest member of our team to win the World Cup. So far, I have had the best luck.
Bravo, Zien Dobre, ahoy, bonjour, hello. Do you ever argue with your siblings? Well, I do, mostly about politics. I was born in Prague, Czechoslovakia, just before World War II began. While I was young, my whole country was forced into the evil grips of the German Nazis. My family escaped just in time and fled to England. It was frightening there, the bombs, the noise. All our activities happened under a protective steel table. When we moved to America, I went to Wellesley College. The fact that I was so interested in government and how it worked helped me become a United Nations ambassador for my adopted country, America. Around that time, it was released on the news that my grandparents had died in the Holocaust and I was Jewish. The media actually knew about this fact before I did. In 1998, President Bill Clinton asked me, Madeleine Albright, will you become the first female Secretary of State? I accepted this prestigious position with pride and determination to be the best Secretary of State ever.
iPad.
too, my first success would not have happened without this interest. My company's motto is Think Different. Sounds good, right? But my thinking different got me in trouble once when my company lost $250 million in 1 year. But I didn't quit or give up or stop creating. After a few years of struggling, I bought Pixar. Pixar was a huge success. Its first hit was Toy Story, which was followed by a dozen other hit movies. A little later, Apple wanted me back. I guess they realized my skills hadn't left me. My products are now known throughout the world. I know you like your iPhone, but stop texting and listen to me for a minute. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, don't settle for dull and boring. Challenge yourself to find what you're good at. Keep looking.